Yorktown and South Bend. Yeah, rolling out with good times with Yahtzee. Yahtzee players, Yahtzee lovers, Yahtzee friends. Roll out with
Each
good
sold
times
separately.
with Yahtzee.
Now there's new Mickey Mouse Yahtzee, your child's first Yahtzee game.
There's something weird about nostalgia. Like, something about those 3 colored boxes. Just like, what if I was 8 years old again, you know? That'd be great. All right, this is it. It's your final roll. You've got 2 dice to roll. You currently have a 2, 3, and 4. And all you need left on the scorecard is a small straight. So you either need a 1, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, or a 5, so you have 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, if this works, if you get a 1 or a 5, you're absolutely going to destroy your entire family at this game. Okay? It's going to be legendary. So let's figure out the probability that you get a 1 or a 5. Was that a good transition? I feel like that was a lazy transition. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to write out all the different things that could happen on your roll of 2 dice. The rows are labeled 1 to 6. That's 1 dice. Maybe it's a blue dice. I don't know. The columns are labeled 1 to 6 as well. That's the other dice. Maybe that one's purple. What we're going to do is go through and label each outcome. So one thing that could happen is you could get a 1 on the blue die, and you could get a 1 on the purple die. And if that happens, congratulations, you win. So what I'd like you to do now is pause the video and try filling out the rest of the sample space on your own.
2 hours later.
Okay, there we go. This is called a sample space. It's all the possible things that could happen. So let's start with trying to win this Yahtzee game. What's the probability we get a 1 or a 5? So what we're going to do is just look through for any case where we get a 1 or a 5. So that would be anything in this first column. Those are all the 1s. Anything in this 5 column. Anything in the 5 row. Anything in the 1 row. Okay, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 18. Different ways that you could get a 1 or a 5. And that's out of 36 ways total, which is 1/2. So there's a 50% chance that you get a 1 or a 5. Not great, but that's what makes Yahtzee exciting.
With Yahtzee, the good times never end.
Okay, the probability that you get a 1 and a 5. I think there's only 2 ways that can happen. Here and here. Yeah, there's nowhere else where there's a 1 and a 5 at the same time. So there's only 2 out of 36 ways that could happen. 1 out of 18. You don't need that to happen, thankfully. That's a little stressful. What's the probability you get a 5? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ways here, plus 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 ways. So 11 out of 36. I don't think I can simplify that anymore. Now, what's the probability you do not get a 5? I could go through here and count every single outcome that doesn't have a 5 in it. Or could work a little bit smarter here. If there's 11 ways to get a 5, there would be 36 minus 11 ways to not get a 5. So 36 minus 11 is 25. So 25 out of 36. That's the probability that we do not get a 5. So these are the most basic probability rules. Make a sample space that shows you everything that could possibly happen, and then to find the probability of an event, you just count the number of ways that event could happen. When we're talking about like event A or B happening, that basically means A or B or both. So you know when you go to a restaurant and they say, do you want like a salad or fries? That or choice means one or the other but not both. That's not the or we're talking about here. In probability, the or is more like when you go to a coffee shop and they say, do you want cream or sugar? What they mean is, do you want cream or sugar or both? They're not saying you can only have one. So in general, probability ors like this are more like coffee than like French fries. And is a little more straightforward. If you're asking about events A and B happening, it's both things. They both have to happen at the same time. This is one of the most helpful probability rules. It's called the complement rule. To find the probability of something not happening, do 1 minus the probability of it happening. I haven't played Yahtzee in so long. Last summer I went to Norway and we stayed at this little tiny cabin and they had a Yahtzee game there, but it looked like this and it wasn't Just wasn't quite the same as having a bright red plastic cup, you know? Just want it to be the 90s again.